Oh, sorry. Gosh. Heidi, how are you?
Oh, nice to see you again.
Nice to see you too. Um, and yeah, Heidi, yeah, how have you been? What have you been up to?
Now it's night, but I've just come back from a coffee shop.
Okay. It must be pretty late. What time is it?
Just 9 a.m. this now. The
Okay.
coffee shop opened at 8 a.m., so I went there at first.
Okay. Nice. And so you are just getting home?
Yes, I've just come back from the coffee shop.
Okay. And so what are you gonna do with the rest of your day?
I need to check some stocks, my stocks today to getting up, so I'm very glad.
Okay. Okay, nice. And welcome to class, Elena. Elena, how's it going?
Hi Josh, I'm fine. How are you?
I'm doing well. Thank you for asking. And Elena, what have you done today?
Well, I'm on vacation, so pretty much nothing.
Okay, nice. That's not too bad. So what did your nothing consist of? Did you
Oh,
read or watch movies or?
yeah. Yeah, I woke up late. I prepared lunch, and in the afternoon, I spent a couple hours reading. So now I'm here. An amazing day.
Nice. That sounds good though. Okay. And Ana Paula, welcome to class too. Ana Paula, how are you?
Oh, okay. I'm fine. Thank you. How are you?
Nice. I'm doing well. Thanks for asking. And Ana Paula, where are you from?
I'm from Brazil.
Okay, great. And Ana Paula, what do you do for fun?
Oh, I'd like to make a trip, but I can't because I'm working during these days.
Okay. Maybe I like to travel.
I'd like to travel to Montreal or US.
Okay. So I like to travel, but I can't because I'm working too much. Um,
Yeah, yeah.
and Javier, welcome to class as well. Javier, how are you?
I'm fine, teacher. How are you?
Doing well, thanks for asking. And Javier, what have you been up to today? What have you done today?
Well, I spend my day working.
Okay. All right. I guess that's not too bad. Do you
Well,
have any
no,
plans? No.
no. For now, no. I don't have any plan.
Okay. What about for this weekend? Do you have any plans for this weekend, Javier?
I have to do some work in my at home. Just to repair some thing that have been broken.
Okay. So you have to do some work in your home, repair some things that were broken. All right.
Yes,
I guess that's not too bad. Productive again, but seems like more work,
yes,
which
it
isn't too
is.
bad. All right. And I guess let's go into today's topic. Heidi, can you read the title and the next few words
I'm going to
lines?
the beach. Today we will learn a vocabulary for going to the beach, practice verb conjugations, practice telling stories, talk about things we like and dislike about the beach.
Good. Good pronunciation. And Heidi, can you ask Elena the first question?
How often do you go to the beach?
I go to the beach probably once a month or something like that. Not so much.
Okay. Nice. That's not bad though. That's probably more than I used to go, um, even though I lived relatively close to the beach. But once a month, okay. And Elena, can you ask Ana Paula the next question?
Sure. Ana Paula,
Yeah.
what are some things you can do at the beach?
Normally, I'm going to the beach and I I drink some beer. I talk to some friends. I eat crabs, and sometimes I'm walking and or I running, something like that.
Okay. This is the present progressive. So this would be right now, I am going to the beach. Because we use normally, we need to change the tense. What tense should we use here?
I am going.
We need to change this.
And when I am going, when I go, yes.
So when I go to drink some beer, I talk to some friends, I eat crabs, and sometimes maybe we could say I go walking or I go running.
Okay.
Can you repeat that whole thing, Ana Paula?
Yes. Normally when I go to the beach and I drink some beer, I talk to some friends, I eat crabs, and sometimes I go walking or I go running.
Very nice. Good job. And Natalia, welcome to class. Natalia, how are you?
Fine, thank you. And you?
I'm doing well. Thanks for asking. Natalia, I don't recognize your picture. Have I had you in class before?
Yes,
Okay. Maybe my memory's bad. Natalia, where are you from?
I'm from Colombia.
Okay, awesome. Well, it's good to see you again. Sorry about not recognizing you. Hopefully you've been well. Mulham, welcome to class as well. Mulham, how are you?
Hi Joshua, I'm great, thanks.
Okay, nice. Good to hear. And Ana Paula, can you ask Natalia the last question?
Okay. Natalia, which do you prefer to visit, the ocean or a lake or a river?
Okay, I prefer to visit the ocean.
Okay, nice. Why do you like the ocean?
Why? Because I don't know. I prefer because the ocean is more, for me, it's more beautiful than the lakes or rivers.
Okay, nice. Good answer. What about you, Mulham? Do you like oceans, lakes, or rivers?
I like going to a river more because it's like there's more green area, more green trees and more green grass, more you can stay there, you can make some barbecue, you can party, and there's less people there, so it's less crowded. Yeah, in general, it's more fun, and the water is not salt. I hate salt water. Yeah,
The water isn't salty.
isn't salty. Yeah.
I hate salt water. Okay, good. That's a great answer. I guess let's get one more opinion. Javier, what do you think? What do you like?
Well, I prefer go to the river. I live in Puerto Rico is an island, so it's surrounded with a lot of beaches, beautiful beaches. But I prefer go to the river. I live in the. I don't live in town. I live in country, so I'm used to take when I take vacations. Usually from school vacation for my children, I I bring them to the river to have fun. Uh, uh, like Moorsham, I don't like salty water. I prefer fresh water. It's more refreshing the river than the ocean. Ocean is beautiful, but I don't like to be in places with crowdy. I don't like. I am more quiet.
Okay, so we could say oceans are beautiful, but I don't like to be in crowded areas or
Yes.
crowded places.
Yes, it is.
Okay, nice. Really good. Does anybody have any questions here? Okay, and let's have Elena. Can you read the title and the words?
Larry, read the words and ask about words you don't know. Sand, sea, waves, tide, sunscreen, sunbathe, bikini, sandcastle, flip-flops.
Good. Really good pronunciation. That was perfect. Does anybody
you.
have any questions here?
I do.
Okay.
I don't know the meaning of tide.
Okay. Who can explain what a tide is?
Usually happens in the in oceans or in the sea. It's affected by the gravitational moon pool. It causes the water to go up and down 2 times in one day. I think Heidi knows even more than me about it because she like lived there.
Okay. Yeah, I think that's really good. Heidi, do you want to explain more?
Yeah, he said, twice a day we have high tide and low tide.
Uh-huh.
Mm.
Twice a day. Good. Any other questions?
Sun before. Sunbath.
Yeah, sunbathe. Who can explain what sunbathe is? What's it mean to sunbathe?
For example, laying down on the beach, you got the sunlight on your body.
The sun rays?
Sun rays, yes.
Yeah, okay. I'm not even sure if I possess of the sun's rays on your body. Yeah, so it's just lying down in the sun, so trying to tan. Any other questions?
Sandcastle.
Sandcastle. Can you repeat sandcastle?
Sandcastle.
Good. Good. Castle. And who knows what a sandcastle is?
On the beach, you can construct the castle or some materials with sand.
Yeah, you can construct. Can you repeat construct, Heidi?
Construct.
Yeah, so you can construct a castle with sand or by using sand. Really good. And who else do we have? Kako. Kako, how's it going?
Hi, teacher. It's going
Hi.
well. Thank you. And you?
Okay. I'm doing really well. Thanks for asking. Okay, and good. Any other questions here on this page? Okay. Maybe let's have Kako. Can you explain what flip-flops are?
Can you repeat, teacher, please?
Yeah, can you explain what flip-flops are? What are flip-flops, Kako?
Okay. Flip-flops are sandals that you put in your that you wear on your feet. They can be used at home, on the beach, to walk on the streets. They are informal. They are informal and appropriate to be used for resting.
Yeah, maybe when you are resting
Yeah,
or relaxing.
relaxing.
Good. Okay, I think that was really nicely done. And does anybody have any other questions here on this page?
Is it sandals that you wear on your feet or in your feet?
On your feet? Sandals that you wear on your feet. Yeah, for sure. You wear things on your feet. So shoes, sandals are all on your feet. Good question, though. Any other questions? Okay, good. Let's try this. And let's start with Heidi. Can you try the first sentence?
I drank for the first time last week. The waves were small, but it was fun. Small. The waves were swim. I swam for the first time last week. No.
That could work. I think there's a better one. A really good job with the irregular past tense of to swim.
I surfing.
Yes, the verb is to surf, but we need to translate it or conjugate it a little bit differently. Anybody know?
Surfed in the past tense.
Exactly. So, I surfed. Heidi, can you read that sentence with the correction?
I swam or surfed for the first time last week. The waves were small, but it was fun.
Good. Nicely done. And let's have Ana Paula. Can you try the next one?
Yeah. I'm lying on the beach and I fell asleep and got a bad sunburn. I sunbathed on the beach and
No.
I relaxed.
I think sunbathe would work really good. Really well, I'm sorry. But we need to conjugate it, again, conjugate it a little bit differently.
Oh, I don't know.
So the past progressive. Do you know the present progressive?
No.
Okay, so the present progressive or the present continuous, people call it. Who can tell us what the present continuous is?
Be plus ing form.
I am sunbathing.
So that's the present. We need the past progressive or the past continuous.
Was relaxing?
That would work. Yeah, so you could say I was relaxing or I was sunbathing. And yeah, Bernie, was relaxing would really work as well. Ana Paula, can you read that sentence one more time?
Sure. I was sunbathing, relaxing on the beach when I fell asleep and got a bad sunburn.
Good. Really nicely done. Okay. And let's try the next one, Natalia.
Okay. What are you doing? Do you want to go to the beach?
Nice. Good job. Really good work. the tricky one, Natalia. Good pronunciation, too. Mulham, what about the next one?
Okay. My dog always roll in the sand when we go to the beach.
Really good, but your dog is the third
Rules,
person.
rules with an S. I was going to ask you about sunbathe and sunbath. Is it like I think it needs an E, right?
So,
Sunbathe, or is it a
sunbathe
verb?
is the verb, and
Okay.
sunbath is the noun.
Okay.
Yeah, but good. Really good question. All right, and let's try the next one. Javier, can you try the next one?
I think swimming is my favorite thing to do at the beach, even if the water is cold.
Nicely done. Good job. And Heidi, what about the last one?
This weekend, blank at the beach, read books, and unwind. Read the books. Well, I this upcoming week. Okay, read books and I will relax.
Mm-hmm. Good. Can you read the whole thing?
Hmm?
Can you read the whole thing?
This upcoming weekend, I will relax at the beach and read books and unwind.
Good. And Lena, what does it mean to unwind? What does unwind mean?
It means to relax.
Yeah. It means to relax. Good. Yeah, that was really good. Does anybody have any questions on this page?
Nope.
Okay. Let's have Helena. Can you read this first role?
Okay, role play. You want to go to the beach. It's a sunny day and you think everyone will be there. You are looking forward to getting ice cream, playing in the sand, and other beach activities. Convince your friend to go with you.
Good. Really nice job. Good reading. And let's have Kako. Can you read the next one?
You would prefer to go to the mountains. You don't like crowds. You don't like getting sandy. And you sunburn easily. Try to convince your friend to go hike in the mountains.
Good. Okay. I only saw two small things. Mountains.
Mountains.
Yeah, mountains. Mountains. Sorry, one more time, Kako. Mountains.
Mountains.
Good. And if you want, sometimes you can swallow the T sound in this word. You don't have to pronounce it all the way, so you can say it kind of like mountains, mountains. But mountains works really well as well.
Mountains.
And, good. Kako, can you also repeat convince? Convince.
Convince.
Nice. Okay, and let's start out with Helena. Helena, if you're the first person, what would you say?
Okay. Who am I talking to?
So we'll move this around.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay. Today's is such a sunny day. It's so hot. I I can't stay at home. So, do you want to go to the beach with me?
So hot, I can't stay at home. Nice. And let's have Paco. Can you reply?
Hi, Elena. It's really nice the weather today. Um, I would like to go out with you, but don't you prefer to go to the mountains
Good.
instead of to go to the beaches? To the beach?
Nice. Maybe we'd say instead of the beach.
Yeah.
Maybe to. Really nice the wood. This is awkward a little bit. It's really nice the weather today. Is there a way that you could change that, Paco?
The weather is really nice today.
Yeah. Really nice today. I'd like to go out with you. And then maybe, but wouldn't you prefer to go to the mountains instead of the beach? Can you repeat that one more time?
I would like to go out with you, but wouldn't you prefer to go to the mountains instead of the beach?
Good. And let's have Ana Paula. How would you respond?
Kako, I'd like to accompany you to the mountain, but I prefer go to the beach because I'd like to run a little bit, and then after 1 or 2 hours, we can take coconut water.
Nice. 2 hours. We can take coconut. We would change right at the end here this part. Does anybody have any idea of what's wrong? Does anybody know what's wrong here?
We can have some
Yeah.
coconut water.
We can have some coconut water. So, yeah, one small thing, Ana Paula, we never take water. We don't take food. We have food, we eat food, or we drink food.
Okay, yes, thank you.
Yeah. Nice, really good answer. Natalia, how would you respond?
Mm, I prefer the mountains because it's less crowded than beach. And you can relax in.
Okay. If we're saying I prefer the mountains, we wouldn't say they are. What would we say? Sorry, we wouldn't say it is. We would say they are.
Okay.
Because it's mountains. Can you repeat that sentence, Natalia?
Okay, I prefer the mountains because they are less crowded and the beach than the
Mm-hmm.
and you can relax.
Good. All right. Really good. Mulham, how would you respond?
I think just a second. Let's go.
Yeah, coming from somebody who doesn't like
But in
it
the
too much.
mountains, we can't swim, and you know that I really love swimming. I just don't want to go and get dirty while hiking the whole day and then crash at home without having any kind of fun. On the beach, we can meet new people, we can have a suntan, we can swim a bit, and even we can build some sand castles. Some sun castles. Yeah, build some
Nice.
castles, not some.
Okay, good. That's awesome. Javier, how would you respond?
Well, it's nice, but we could go to mountains and do some hiking, adventures, or for some in some trails, see something new. I know we can have a lot of fun in the mountain too.
Nice. All right, really good. And Helena, how would you respond?
Um, well, I'm afraid of wild animals, and I'm really scared if I found a spider or a snake in the middle of the trail.
Nice. Really good. The only thing I would get really scared if I saw a spider or a snake
Okay.
in the middle of the trail. And they're not animals. Okay. All right. And Kako, bringing this to a close, let's try to make a decision. What would you say?
Don't be afraid. We can go. I will protect you. No animals will attack you. We will have a lot of fun. It will be unforgettable.
Okay. All right. And Ana Paula, how would you respond? So let's try this, the last one.
Okay. Yeah, Kako, you're really right, but I'd like really to go to the beach with Elena, because on the beach we can see the ocean, hearing the movement of the waves, and we can meet some friends there. Probably a lot of people will be there, and probably I think you will be happy.
Nice. We'll be happy. Okay. And Natalia, so what's the final verdict? What are you gonna do, Natalia?
Yeah. Okay, let's go to the beach.
Nice. Okay, let's go to the beach. Good, that worked. It's really nice job. Okay, and so one thing, Ana Paula, we'd probably listen to the waves,
Uh-huh.
but yeah, I think other than that, you did a really good job. Good grammar too. All right.
Yeah.
Does anybody have any questions on this page?
Teacher, listen the waves or heard the waves?
We would listen to the waves. You can listen to the waves. Yeah. I'm not sure. Yeah, it's a little bit more active, but generally, if we go to the beach, we listen to the waves.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, good question. And let's try this. Anna, can you ask Natalia the first question?
Okay. Hi, Natalia. Do you live near a beach? Would you prefer to live near a beach or near the mountains?
No, I don't live near the beach.
And would you prefer to live near a beach or near the mountains?
I would prefer live near the beach.
I would prefer, we need to use the infinitive.
I would prefer.
Not quite.
I would prefer to live.
Yeah. I would prefer to live, or you could say I would prefer living.
Live.
All right. And Mulham, what about you? Which would you prefer? And where do you live near a beach?
I would prefer living near the beach because it will be more calm, more mild weather. I'll have more mild weather, and I can drink my coffee at the balcony, watching the waves hitting the shores. It's just great. Yeah, if I am going to live there for just this exact hour, that when I am going to drink the coffee at the morning, it's just enough for me. Because I might hate going to the beach, but living there is a different thing.
Yeah. Okay. I might hate going to the beach, but living there is a different thing.
Yeah, because it won't be that crowded like when you are going for a vacation.
Yeah. We might say it wouldn't be that crowded.
Okay.
So yeah, it wouldn't be as crowded as if you went for a vacation. As if you... Nice. Okay. And let's have Mulham. Can you ask Javier the next question?
Javier, what's your favorite thing about the beach? What's your least favorite thing about the beach?
Nice. Good pronunciation of favorite, too. And Javier, can you answer?
Yes, Mohan. My favorite thing about the beach is the wave. I like to have fun into the water, feeling the wave. Also have drink, usually a beer. I like to see people having fun. Also, speak with them, telling stories, knowing more about them, and telling jokes. The beach is for me, it's a good place. It's a great place to get to know people, new people, and just having fun. Also, you can do some sports. You can relax. You can also simple things like read a book, relaxing, or wine. Things like that.
Okay, good. You did a good job for the most part. My favorite thing about the beach is the wave. How do you change wave?
Plural waves.
Mm-hmm. And are the waves.
Are the waves. Okay.
I like to have fun in the water. Oh, sorry. We need to change this preposition into in.
Into the water.
In the water, yeah.
In the water, okay.
Um, maybe how would we make this a complete sentence?
Mm. Usually drinking beer? Drinking a beer?
Okay. Maybe we need a subject? Subject pronoun, maybe?
Okay, okay, I have.
Yeah, I maybe like.
I like have, to have.
I like to have, and then a drink. Usually a beer. Can you read that sentence one more time?
Okay, also I like to have a drink, usually a beer.
Yeah. I like to see people having fun. Also, I like to speak with them, telling stories. I like to speak with them, tell stories, and know more about them.
Yes.
And tell jokes. So just because of the beginning, I like to see people. You use the infinitive. We would return. Oh, sorry. I like to speak with them. This is where you use the infinitive. So we would return this infinitive. Okay, this. So this pretty much has a 2 before it. This has a 2 before it. And this has a 2 before it. So I like to speak with them. If you made a period, I like to tell stories. I like to know more about them. But if you say, I like to speak with them, tell stories, know more about them, and tell jokes. The infinitive is spread out to all of them. The beach for me is a great place to get to know great people. Also, you can do some sports, you can relax, and you can do simple things like read. Maybe like read books.
Okay.
But good. I mean, really great job. Good sentences. Yeah, nice
Teacher.
job, Javier. Yes.
I have a doubt. Tell stories, tell them stories, or telling stories?
Okay, tell stories. I like to speak with them, tell stories, know more about them, and tell jokes. Yeah, so we tell stories.
With the verb tell.
So
is it not necessary the use of direct indirect object? Tell them. No?
Generally, it is. It often is. But not in this case. So we can tell stories, just generally, without an object. Without an object.
Okay, teacher.
But you're right. So most of the time, if you're telling it to somebody specific, so tell me a story, or say a story. But so I think with stories, it's a little bit more tricky. But yeah, so
tell me, please, what happened?
Yeah. So tell who? Tell me. This can be used with a direct object, and it generally is. And say doesn't use a direct object. So, but you can use tell without the direct object. So it's a little bit tricky. That was a really good point, a really good catch, but we can use it without the object. At the same time, you can put it in too, so you can say tell them stories. All right, and I think let's have Ana Paula. What about you? What's your favorite thing to do at the beach?
Normally, I'm going to the beach with my friends, and I'd love to meet other friends there, to speaking and to have beer and eat some crabs and shrimp.
And what?
And shrimp.
Drink? And shrimp.
Shrimp, yeah.
Good. Again, normally, with this present progressive, how do we change this?
Oh, yeah, sure.
Okay, so how would you change it?
Normally, I go to the beach.
Uh-huh. Yeah. With my friends. I have to meet and we might use a possessive pronoun here.
Mm-hmm.
What possessive
I
pronoun
love
could we use?
Possessive pronoun. My friends.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, our friend. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Really good though. I think that's awesome. And Mulham, what's your least favorite thing to do at the beach? What's your least favorite thing?
I guess my least favorite thing to do at the beach is going there. Yeah, because I don't like being in the water. So the least favorite thing I would say is swimming in the salty water when the weather is humid. There's humidity in it.
Mm-hmm. Good. Nice.
Yeah, yeah, and especially if it's like 1 p.m. It will be like hot and humid at the same time.
Okay, yeah, that sounds kind of unpleasant. But good. All right. Does anybody have any questions on this page? Any questions here?
Mm,
Humid or wet, teacher?
Okay. Can you explain the difference between humid and wet, Mulham?
Yeah, wet is like moisty. Like it's damp. There's water, and not there's water. There's dampness. There's just a bit of water. When humid, it's hot, and at the same time it's damp or wet. So it's really unpleasant experience. So usually you can be in a wet environment in water when it's when the weather is foggy, but you will be in a humid environment when you go to the beach in the summer,
Okay.
especially at the midday or at the noon.
I think you're just
Internet.
right on right on target. So humid is when there's a lot of water that's saturated in the air. So if you walk outside and it's just wet in the air, so there are no water droplets, it's not raining, but there's a high humidity, there's just a lot of, kind of dissolved water in the air. It makes it feel hotter than the actual temperature. And then when something is wet, there's actual water on it. So if you go to the water and go swimming, you will come out and you will be wet or damp or moist. But if you're in the humid air, you might sweat a lot, but you don't get wet just from being in the air. Does that make sense, Kako?
Okay, teacher, it's clear. Thanks.
Okay. Yeah, for sure. And any other
But we can,
questions?
yeah, but we can say about the caves, moisty caves, right? Am I right?
You can say about what?
About the caves, about a cave, like if I am going down a cave which has um a moisty environment, I can say moisty cave, right?
We wouldn't say moisty. We wouldn't. I don't think moisty is a word. We could say it's a moist cave. I'd probably say damp. Damp might sound a little bit better for me. A damp cave.
Okay.
All right. And yeah, fantastic. Does anybody else have any other questions? Okay, let's go here. And let's take a look at this. Javier, can you read the comic?
Sure. Do you think this is funny? Why or why not?
Can you read the comic?
Oh, sorry. Yes. That's idea of taking us to the beach.
Good. And yeah, what's happening here, Javier? What's happening?
Well, I think his father don't want to bring him to the beach. He preferred to set up or to mount a pool to his son Get Wet.
Okay. He prefers to mount or set up a pool so that his son can get wet?
Can get wet.
Okay. All right, that's good. Yeah. Maybe Ana Paula, can you explain it a little bit more?
Okay, teacher, but I don't understand what is exactly in the space.
Okay, so we have a bunch of sand in here, and this is full of water. So this is a pool full of water, and this is a box full of sand.
Mm-hmm. And sorry, what do you ask me?
Okay, so what's happening in this comic? Can you explain what's happening in the comic a little bit more?
I think that the pool is very small to the cat, the big cat.
Yeah, to the cat, for sure. Yeah, what's the dad trying to do? What's the dad trying to do?
The cat is trying to the dad, yeah. The dad is trying to relaxing, and his son is disturbing him, and the situation is so difficult to the dad.
All right. Yeah, I think Javier, that's a good interpretation too. So it's trying to bring the beach home. So maybe Mulham, can you explain this too? What do you think, Mulham?
I think his father is lazy. He just don't want to take him to the beach, or he's poor. It's either this or that. Huh? I'm not sure. So he just decided to acquire or get a pile of sand and a small pool, a rubber pool, and make a beach for his son.
Yeah. For his son. Exactly, I think that's exactly it. So he's tried to make this fake beach for his son and his son's stuffed animal, imaginary friend, or what have you. Yeah, exactly. I think that was good. And so unfortunately we're just about out of time. Does anybody have any last questions before we finish up class? Okay.
I just wanted to point out that about damp and humid and moist and such, it's better to check a thesaurus. I just want to tell Kako that it's better to check a thesaurus to know the difference because it's pretty confusing. I was just checking them out right now, and it's kind of confusing, the difference between them. It's like humid is unpleasant and moist is pleasant, so it's and both of them means something is wet.
Yeah. So just one point, like meteorologically. Moist or humid. Sorry, humid is the concentration of water in the air, and that's how we generally use humid. So you could have like humid clothes, but it's really rare that anybody would ever say your clothes are humid. We would say your clothes are damp, your clothes are moist. Yeah, I think moist is used positively. Generally, people don't like the sound of moist. So if you use moist a lot, people will kind of cringe. I think at least the women that I know dislike the word a lot for some reason. But yeah, so humid is generally like a meteorological term that is describing the contents of water in the air, and damp is pretty much everything else. So again, it is much more complicated than that. I think if you do look in a thesaurus, it's good. But just how it's used in normal, everyday speech, humid's just meteorological. But good point. And any other questions or comments before we finish up?
Teacher, can we have this exercise?
Yeah, okay. So it'll take a few minutes, so make sure you stay in class. I'm going to save it, and then I'll put it in the chat box.
All right.
The other chat box. So yeah, stick around for just a minute while I do that.
Mm-hmm.
Bum, bum, bum. And we're going to the beach. Okay, there it is. And I think you'll probably have to email me for permissions, but I'll give them to you as soon as I get those emails. And yeah, thanks for coming in.